but it's just football.
He's going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Coming after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
So UCF's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that one.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Knights are marching down the field. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
3:25.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now they'll run the draw. Runs through the tackle. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to get loose. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys.
Into the house. Touchdown, UCF! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UConn offense goes back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man in the middle. And they made the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
UCF 14, UConn 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The option look. He'll toss it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
UConn going back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point and he was able to come away with the pick.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. UConn quick to the line.
Second down coming up.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Good timing on the quick out. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Now on first down from the 28.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down.
First down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Line getting set on second down.
At the 31-yard line. Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Fires left. And they can't quite hook up on the outside. Ball at the 31. Third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UConn! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier sees.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's back to throw on second down. Keeps the play going. Scrambling away. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. It's caught. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Huskies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going up top. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on him, almost had another interception.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The UConn offense goes back to work, looking for a productive play on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Got enough space. Touchdown, Husky. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, Dave.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He leaves it with his back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Knights are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Spits it out to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nice move, creates some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Has the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Agbana. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. He caught it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Huskies! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right now?
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire. Makes the grab at the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, UCF! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field and just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
He's looking to throw on third and short. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They're bringing heat.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback extends the play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
On the double.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw on third and goal. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown Knights! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's now second down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Escapes trouble. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
The throw is incomplete.
Eighth play of the drive coming up.
Second down.
Let's go.
Wants to throw on second down. Feeling some heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. With the clock running, this should be the final play. These corners going to give them some space.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.